So each of us has what's called a negativity bias. That means that anything that's bad, wrong, or threatening is like Velcro to our attention. We obsess about any of the bad stuff. And that's really because our caveman, cavewoman ancestors who were in the middle of the wilderness all alone had to constantly be on high alert to threat. Because if they weren't, if they assumed that little rustling in the back of the bushes was just a little bird, then it was very likely that they would be eaten. So the people who survived are our ancestors, and they're the ones who always assumed the worst and were always on high alert to threat. And so what happens to our mind today is that we automatically, instinctually will pay attention to the negative stuff. And so in order for us to manage our mind, in order for us to have control over our experience at work, in order for us to be happy, we must pay attention to our thoughts and take control of where we pay attention. We're not in this just to survive. We're in this to thrive. We want to flourish. And in order for us to flourish, we have to hack the way we think. We have to hack our minds, which means we have to be aware of how our minds naturally work and work around that. At any second, your body is registering over 11 million pieces of data, and your brain can only process 40 bits of data. So there is a lot of filtering going on. And so what is it that edits our thoughts? And what is it that decides where we pay attention? Well, your thoughts and your emotions play a big role in what you decide to pay attention to. And so if you want to create a new reality for yourself, you have to take control of what you decide to pay attention to. Ultimately, what meditation does is it stills the mind. And what I liken it to is it creates spaces in between your thoughts. And so we want to have space in between our thoughts so that we can make conscious decisions. So often we're running on autopilot that we don't even realize we have choice. And if you want to be happier at work, I want you to realize that you have more choice and more control than you think. But in order for you to recognize those choices, those moments where you can decide how you want to be, you have to have that awareness. And that awareness comes from having space in between those thoughts and for you to recognize that space. So what meditation does is it really slows us down enough to notice, okay, I can tell Bob what I really think of him right now, or I can take a moment to check myself and really evaluate what's really going on here. Meditation is a practice, so it's not about getting it right. It's about you practicing, regulating yourself. It's about you trying to quiet or calm your thoughts, or moreover, it's more like you're trying to calm your reaction to the thoughts. So it's just like noticing your thoughts pass by like clouds in the sky and saying, oh yeah, there goes my grocery list. I'm going to bring my attention back to my breath. Oh yeah, I need to do this report by Friday. Let me go back to my breath. So it's a constant return to your trying to remain quiet and with your breath and noticing those thoughts without really continuing them. Because ultimately we're trying to create more spaciousness in your mind.